Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge. I'm just gonna check the options here for a second to make sure that, yes, we are on normal difficulty. There's easy, normal, and hard, as you might expect. And speaking of difficulty, I seem to remember that this game is nowhere near as hard as Frogger 1, thankfully. So, anyways, let's just get started with Chapter 1, Baby Frog Rescue. Rescue 5 baby frogs to complete the level. Yep, that's how you beat levels in Frogger. So as you can see, this game is on a grid-based system, just like a typical Frogger game. Press X to super hop over obstacles. Press circle to slurp up bonuses with your tongue. If we eat this butterfly, we get an extra life. Not sure what these other butterflies do. Press X twice to double jump over gaps. And look at this, we've got a curve. When does that happen in a Frogger game? You can also double jump to reach high places. Press square to croak and find baby frogs. Hop onto a switch to activate it. Watch out for Frogger's enemies. And that's our little training mission complete. Yeah, so that's that. We should get a cutscene now. After it saves here, it takes a while because this is an old game. Yep, so Swampy stole the baby frogs and we gotta go get them back. Now, it's kinda interesting how the Frogger series didn't have a villain until Frogger 2. Even though Swampy was technically in the previous games, he just seemed like a random alligator, though. But yeah, so we got quick hop. Those lawnmowers remind me of bad times in Frogger 1. And we're gonna want to collect every single coin in each level, because it will unlock stuff. And I'm not really sure where all the coins are, so hopefully we don't miss any. I know you can go in some of these doorways here. Okay. If you look, there's some some coins off on the edges here. You don't want to miss those. You also probably don't want to go on to the alligator's head, because he might bite you. So don't do it. So anyways, talking about the game's difficulty, oh, and we've got a little room in here. But talking about the game's difficulty, I'm not really sure what the difference between easy mode and normal mode is. I don't know, maybe the enemies go faster or something in normal mode. Not sure. But I know that in hard mode, you have to beat the level under some ridiculous time limit. I don't know how ridiculous the time limit is. Maybe I was just bad when I was a kid, but it seemed like the time limit was ridiculous. So anyways, we're pretty far through the garden here. Oh my gosh, hurry up, Frogger. You were moving so slow. Is there a way to... Okay. It doesn't look like there's a way for it to tell you how many coins there are in a level, which is unfortunate. Oh, I apparently died. Okay. Whatever. Anyways, got a life back there. And got our last frog. And we opened something special in the arcade that we'll be looking at later. So that's chapter 1. Moving on to chapter 2. Chapter 2, Separate Ways. The first level in this is Boulder Canyon. I'm pretty sure this chapter has 3 levels, whereas the first chapter only had those 2. So it's not super consistent on how many chapters are in, or for how many levels are in each chapter. But anyways, we're playing as this girl now. Not sure what her name is, but I'm sure we'll find out later when we do like the arcade mode or multiplayer mode or whatever. So yeah, those blue tiles fall apart as you go across them. But we already did that. Now we're going across the bridge. This seems like a cool jungle-y area. Looks like we're going into some sort of temple or something. Got to dodge all of these Indiana Jones / Crash Bandicoot spikes. Because you can't have some sort of ancient temple without that stuff, right? Anyways, let's descend down here. We've already got 3 out of the 5 frogs. These first levels are pretty short and easy. But something is interesting here. We've got a frog that we want on this pedestal here, so gee, what could that mean? Can't have an Indiana Jones / Crash Bandicoot style temple without one of these moments, now can you? Now we're probably gonna lose a life here, mainly because we're gonna go for that coin there. Oh, and I accidentally went up too far, but I would've got hit anyways. Thankfully, you don't have to recollect the coins after you die, so we can just go straight to the end here. Actually, I could totally double jump over those gaps if I wanted to, but then I wouldn't have got the coins. And I wouldn't have opened one way. Time for the gold mine. Alright. Sounds good to me. Oh, and we're playing as Frogger now. Okay. Because you could see what kind of area each frog had to go to. I thought they were going to be separate chapters, though. But I guess not. Okay, looks like we want to avoid these rats here. Thankfully, these rats are literally stuck in a rut, so we can see exactly where they're going. Whoa! Didn't see that coming, though. Oh, that was just dumb of me. I thought it took 2 jumps to get close to the minecarts. I didn't realize 2 jumps would be right in the minecart's path. Okay, now that we know there's another rat here, let's not get tricked by him. We can blow this up here. So that opens another path. What happens if we go down? There's a coin that we could have missed, so I'm glad I went down that way. Not sure if you can die by falling in this game. In Frogger 1, you could die by rolling down a cliff, but not by just jumping down, I don't think. But this looks interesting. We got a little minecart section. I better not miss any coins here. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna die so I can go get that coin. It always sucks when you miss something on an auto-scroller. Then you've just got no choice but to die or restart. But we got it there. We're all good now. These levels are already getting to be a bit longer. I mean, look how far we are and we've only got 2 frogs. Well, I tried to get that extra life. Thankfully, the frogs you get count as a checkpoint. Those mine carts down there almost make me feel like I should try to jump down to one of them, but I know that that's a bad idea. That was more tricky than I thought it was gonna be. Frogger is all about seeing these patterns, and if you don't do the patterns right, you're not gonna make it. So definitely something much different between this game and the first game is that, you know, these are pretty much linear levels here. You're going from start to finish. Sure, you still gotta collect the 5 frogs, but, you know, you're not being sent back to the start of the level every time you collect a frog. You know, it is, like, from start to finish. Which makes me wonder what happens if you miss one. I had a bad feeling those would break, but I also had a bad feeling that that rat would go where the coin was, which apparently he doesn't. Good thing those come back. Wow. Man, it really feels like I should try to land on one of those, but I really don't think it'll do me any good. I would probably die if I tried. Oh, I apparently missed the minecart. Whatever. Might be better to just jump down from above there. Yeah, I knew I was gonna die there. I guess I should have landed on a minecart that was, you know, at least too long so I could actually jump back to safety. But I landed on one where it was just one minecart all by itself, so there wasn't much I could do. I guess you can see through the tracks above to sort of see how many minecarts are coming. Plus, I'm sure they come in a pattern. Like, you know, maybe one by itself, then two, then one, then two, or something like that. Anyways, we've been going on for a while, so I think that's pretty good for the first episode. In the next episode, we will finish Chapter 2 and then move on. So I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.